Hey guys, I'm Jinx and welcome back to what remains of Edith Finch. Let's solve this little secret, shall we? Finally get into the basement. There we go. I hope it's not too dark. But it should be alright. And I guess this is also Edith's first time down here, right? Because she was never allowed to. She was never allowed down here when she was still young, when they were still living here.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Oh, that's a model for the dragon bridge. Dragon slide, sorry.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Oh, and look at
I
that.
thought maybe
It's
she
the
was
fridge.
hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I can't see anything. Here we go.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Well, I guess that's a lie.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Yeah. Whoa. That's not... Is that... It is what we have on record, okay. So you live down here. With a fake view. Huh. Just went into isolation.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a
Yes, that's
monster
true enough.
on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Huh. Also, if you can see it, that seemed familiar to you, you should be able to see it. The crutch. You lived down here for 30 years.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly
The curse.
and Calvin.
Is this... Guess this is like our very own trash heap.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
He was so afraid of the curse. That's what he came through. That he lived in isolation in a bunker for 30 years.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
It's interesting, huh?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
The curse gets to you. It just does. There's no escaping it. Nobody so far has.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Sure, Walter evaded it by living in isolation in a bunker, but the second he left, got him too. I think by now it might
Maybe
be
she
clear.
was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Oh,
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
huh. Well, I was about to say, by now, maybe...
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Maybe it should become clear to us that there might only be one ending to this. One way Edith's story could possibly end. But now I'm not so sure anymore.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
You
But I
think?
thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Yeah. I think so too.
And when you look at the house, had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
I mean, you're not wrong. Just look at the house. Oh. It's the swing. Yeah.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Huh. Well. One plagued by
It's
a
embarrassing for me to admit this, but
curse.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Okay, here they all are again. Zerpy, Lurpy, Furpy, Chirpy, Burpy Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Oh man. Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. Those back there don't have names. Bailey. Oliver, Shadow, Bob, Christopher. Shutzy. It's a bit cuter way of saying honey, pretty much. Not honey the substance, but honey like, hey honey.
Sven built the house,
The
but it was
nickname.
Edie who designed the cemetery.
Aw. Molly Finch. Man. Calvin. Sven and Edie. Even on her tombstone, she's called Edie, not Edith. Walter Finch. Huh. And Barbara Finch, the star.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
The old house. Man. Yeah, there it is. Sorry. Oh, I can zoom in.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
It's just lying there. And of course she would.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gus Finch, Gregory Finch, and Sam Finch.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Milton. Yeah, never a death date, but still a tombstone. Sanjay. Oh, Kumar, interesting. Different last name. And Louis Finch.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
It's nice, even
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now.
if it is false.
Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Now we're doing just that.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah. If you hadn't already guessed by the maybe 2 line earlier. Guess that's not the way? No, it is. There's a ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
So this his room? Yep. Right, you did say he enlisted. Only
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
he only got 33 years old, right? If got is the right word. Oh, hey, would you look at that?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to
Whoa.
shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Probably.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Well, that's a nice picture.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Don't be so down on yourself. You're interesting enough.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Also a long time ago, huh?
Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
I want the bird too, in the picture, even though it's just blurry.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Well, where is she?
Dad,
Oh.
I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
Whenever we're ready.
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh. Oh, it's a timer.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Okay, well, I get it now.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about-
Dad!
Jesus. Huh. And that's the last picture, huh?
Of all these stories,
Jeez.
that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Yeah? Oh, and that's... Is that the same rifle? Aw, that's him and Dawn. Well, I can't say...
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Well, you're not wrong. What with enlisting and hunting and all that. I can't say I condone hunting for the sake of hunting. It's more, you know, if you need food, then fine. But it's case stuff. Hey Finch. Airline ticket. Well, seems more like a brochure for a ticket anyway. Can't really say I think that it's a good idea to force your daughter to do something like that either. So. Oh well.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me for a second. The picture of Gregory. Didn't... Wow. He only lived a year, which... Probably not even a year, but, you know, just a handful of months. Hold on. Divorce contract. Oh, yeah. We did get the impression that Kay didn't really have that big of an impact. So I guess they divorced at some point. Would make sense. A lawsuit has been filed against you. You have 20 calendar days after the summons is served on you to file a written response to the attached complaint petition. Interesting.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Sure. We'll just keep
Hello?
playing.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
A bunch of stuff. Like you wouldn't believe.
What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination.
Whoa!
Whatever it was he saw.
Oh look, the...
Sure made him happy.
Oh, that is so cool. Whoa! Whoa, oh, I missed that. Hold on, I have a new goal.
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Whoa. Hold on.
I wish you could have told us. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Yeah, well, if anybody's happy, it's certainly him. Jeez. Ah, man. Gregory. Teamwork. Okay.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus. Sure.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Huh.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the
sorry.
day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, okay, I need to turn these around.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I remember.
Oh shit. You hear that? They're cheering. They just became husband and wife.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Of course he did.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Except for Gus. Whoa.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that. Okay. Damn. Whoa.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
So they just forgot
She
because
never
of the
talked
wedding.
about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Huh. Ah. That's tragic because of how unnecessary it is. Raise flag, breakfast time, quiet time, duties, sweep trash. Oh. Gus needs to mop and mow the yard, and Greg be a baby. Wonderful. Well, that's a hell of a routine. If you want to get in shape, there it is. Alright. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all next time. Auf Wiedersehen.